Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today I'm going to be talking about She's Out of Your League. So, as silly as it might sound, last weekend I sat down and watched the She's Out of My League movie for the first time, and I know it's a movie, and I know it's silly, and I know it's not real life. However, I think I took a lot of advice for you guys out of that video and just things that I saw this guy do that were totally wrong and just huge mistakes that he could have avoided to succeed with this girl. And of course, at the end of the movie, it's happily ever after and they ride off in the sunset together. But a lot of times in real life, if you make mistakes like he made, that doesn't happen for you and it's not a movie. So today I'm gonna be going over some mistakes that I see a lot of you guys make, some mistakes that I saw him make in the movie that really decrease your chances of succeeding with someone that you see as sought after or high value. So if you haven't seen the movie, basically this seemingly average guy with a seemingly average job is working at his job in TSA at the airport, and this beautiful blonde bombshell comes through and he makes her laugh and she's really into him, and he doesn't even realize that she's into him because he thinks that she's so much better than him. She's so much hotter than he is, and he has absolutely no chance with her, when in reality, she was super into him. So I'm gonna be walking you guys through some mistakes that he made, some mistakes that I see a lot of you guys make. I get a lot of emails, DMs, comments from you guys talking about how you're in similar situations like this, putting a girl on a pedestal, acting like someone is way better than you, when in reality, what you think you deserve is what you will get. So I think it's important to recognize your value and be able to pinpoint when you're doing things that could be ruining your chances. So I know it's just a movie and I know it's not real life, but I'm just trying to point out some things that I think could really help you guys and justify why watching rom-coms is helpful for my content. Number one, we have you think you're not good enough. So this is something that I feel like a lot of us struggle with. It's something that I have personally struggled with my entire life, but when you're in a relationship with someone or you like someone, you have a crush on someone, you might think this person is so much better than you. They're so far out of reach. It could be their looks, it could be their finances, it could be their social status or their intelligence. Really, it could be so many different things as to why you think this person is out of your league. But I want you guys to understand that just because someone is better than you at something or some aspect of their life does not mean that they are better than you. For example, LeBron James is better than me at basketball, but he might not be a better person than me necessarily. I could think of so many more examples, but I want you guys to realize that just because someone is better at you than something or is more attractive than you does not mean that they are a better person than you or that they don't deserve someone like you in their life. So don't ever think that just because someone is more attractive or better at something that it automatically makes them better than you as a person, like in general, all around. And there's so many reasons as to why we sometimes feel like we're not good enough. It could be a past experience where you felt like you fell short, or failing at something, or losing at something, but ultimately you have to fail and you have to learn in order to grow and to be able to succeed at things. Like I mentioned before, what you think you deserve is what you will attract. So you need to be walking into a room thinking that you deserve the world, because I promise all of you do. You are all worthy of being loved by someone. You are all worthy of being open to learning new things and just being the best person that you can possibly be. And sometimes that includes finding a partner to appreciate you and to share your life with as well. So don't ever for a second think that just because someone is more attractive than you, that they're out of your league. So if you're dealing with these thoughts of I'm not good enough, understand that it's just a story that you've created in your head and it's not real. Your mindset becomes your reality. So if you start turning those negative thoughts into positive thoughts, you will get positive results. And if you feel like you're in a place where you don't currently do this, I think it's important to get to this point before you enter into a relationship, because ultimately, if you feel like you're not good enough, you need to be able to pinpoint why you feel that way and actively work on it before you can commit to another person in your life. And whatever aspect of your life you feel like you're not good enough in, first of all, I promise that you're good enough. You might just not be what society deems as good enough, and that's probably why you feel like you aren't good enough. But if it's, you feel like you need to lose weight and you're not in great shape, actively work on it. Go to the gym, go for a run, start walking, work on your body. If it's finances, figure out how you can increase your revenue, see if you can get some different revenue streams going. Whatever it is, I promise it is workable and you can take the strides that are needed to reach your goal. Number two, we have you're comparing yourself. So this is something that I think a lot of people do also because of social media, just constantly being bombarded with everyone's perfect lives and perfect feeds and what they're doing all the time. But I just want you guys to know that that is not reality, and we all share our best moments online. But particularly here in the movie, the girl that he was seeing had a very attractive ex-boyfriend that came into the picture, and he was constantly like, oh my gosh, how can I compete with that? Why would she want to date me if she just dated that guy? And the truth was, he was super hot, but he had nothing in here or here, and he had no personality and treated her horrible and cheated on her and all of the bad things. So she liked the new guy because he wasn't like that. He wasn't like a bad boy that was running around on her and treating her like crap. So be yourself. Be the best version of yourself, and understand that being you is what makes you stand out and what makes you special. And just because you're not like the next guy in line or the last guy she was with doesn't mean that she doesn't value you and like you for the things that you are. And I also want you guys to understand that comparison is 100% the thief of joy. If you live your whole life comparing it to other people, you will always feel like you're falling short, and you will always be disappointed, because the truth is there's always going to be someone more handsome than you or prettier than you. There's always going to be someone richer than you. There's always going to be someone more intelligent than you. So focus on you, your strengths, your weaknesses, what you bring to the table, and how you can improve all of that instead of comparing it to what everyone else has. And number 3, we have Youre Insecure. And I think everything I said so far in this video can be wrapped up into this. The truth is, it all boils down to the fact that you're insecure about what you bring to the table and you feel like you're falling short. We all feel insecure sometimes. I think that's very normal, whether it be because of your looks, money, intelligence, whatever it could be. I think people feel insecure for so many different reasons now. But when your insecurity starts to jeopardize your relationships with other people and your relationship with yourself, that is when it becomes too much of a problem, and you need to figure out why you're feeling that way and figure out what steps you can take to resolve it. Insecurity will absolutely ruin your relationship, and you have to be confident. I know that's a cliche thing to say, but confidence is the most attractive thing you can wear. It's the most sought after character trait. You can improve your confidence by doing so many different things, whether it be working out, making promises to yourself and actually keeping them so that you build your self-esteem and trust with yourself. There are so many different ways to do this, and maybe I'll do a whole video on it. I did a video on how to be more confident already that I think might help you guys if this is something that you're struggling with. But really, there are so many different ways you can improve on this, and confidence is something that you should all be working towards, because like I said before, insecurity will ruin your relationship with other people and also your relationship with yourself. We all want to be happy, healthy, mature adults that are in solid, happy relationships as well, and ultimately, if you are riddled with insecurity, that cannot happen. If you don't believe in yourself and what you have to offer, how is anybody else going to see that? And just an example from the movie, the two main characters, the guy who thought he wasn't good enough and the blonde bombshell, were in a relationship and they were about to sleep together for the first time. And before he took his clothes off, he started talking about all of his insecurities, and it just ruined the mood. She didn't even see the things that he was insecure about, and truth was, she didn't care about those things. She liked him for who he was and not, the fact that he didn't have the most muscular body, or he wasn't running or going to the gym every day of the week. He was in good shape, it wasn't like a big deal, but he was so insecure about how scrawny he was and how he wasn't as big and strong as her last boyfriend. And the truth was that she had insecurities too, and you never know that by looking at someone. I think we get so caught up in our insecurities that we forget that other people have insecurities too. So there's no reason to put anyone on a pedestal or act like they are perfect and flawless, because I promise you, none of us are perfect. All of us have flaws, and I don't think there is a single person out there that doesn't feel insecure about at least one thing. While it's something that I think we all have to work on so that it doesn't affect other aspects of our life, I think we have all felt insecure at some point in time. So there's no reason to treat anyone like they're perfect or better than you, because chances are they're insecure about their own things too. They just don't lay it all out there for everyone to see. So guys, that is all I have for why you think she's out of your league. If you liked this video or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you never miss a video. Let me know in the comments down below if this is something that you've struggled with in the past. Would love to hear your story below so that it could help out some other guys as well. If you didn't see already, on my community page, I posted about the amazing giveaway that I'm doing for hitting 100,000 subscribers. At this point in filming, I'm already up to like 116,000, so I'm growing quick, but I wanted to be able to give back to all of you in some way. So I'm going to be giving away a watch of your choice from teddybaldessar.com up to $1,000. So I have a form that you guys can fill out in the description down below. You have to enter your name, your Instagram handle, so that I can make sure that you're following me, because you have to be following me on Instagram to enter the giveaway. And then you just have to go on teddybaldessar.com and find any watch you want up to $1,000 and put the link to the watch in the form below. So be sure to fill out the form down in the description and follow me on Instagram for your chance to win. Good luck to all of you. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.